Common mistakes that people make when selling their homes. Can't stress it enough. Very costly stuff, all right? Costs you in time on the market and ultimate sales price, okay? The median time on the market is 3 to 5 weeks, which in and of itself seems like an eternity, okay? Anything longer than that, then it really feels like an eternity, okay? And guess what, that extra time in the market costs you big time bucks, okay? The monthly mortgage, whatever you're paying, $1,000, $3,000 a month times 2, 3, 4, 5 months. Your utilities and the rest of your holding expenses, astronomical, okay? You could do better than that, I guarantee you, all right? Right, let's get to it. Common mistakes. Mistake number 1, you're not working with the right agent. Yeah, I'm here to tell you. Picking the right agent can make you or break you, okay? You want somebody who's can communicate well, who is also a strong negotiator. So do your homework. Make sure that you get the right people to represent you, because the longer a house sits on the market, the less its perceived value. Not to mention all the money you got to shell out, right? Okay, next dreadful mistake. Pricing it too high. Okay, your house isn't you shouldn't price your house what you think it's worth based on the comps in the area, what other homes have sold for. What does that do? Well, if you got a price too high, you're going to turn off a lot of legitimate brokers, legitimate salespeople, and legitimate buyers, okay? We already discussed that the longer it sits on the market, the more of a hit you take on the price. So you definitely want to keep this in mind. You'll end up, if you price it right, you'll end up with, instead of getting a bunch of disparaging offers, you get legitimate offers, okay? And those are the ones that work out the best. I'll tell you a little story, all right? Went out to see a guy in the area, and he decided to, go with another agent. Well, I'll tell you what. That house was on the market for 3 months. So that means that they had to pay out 3 months worth of holding costs. Whatever the mortgage was at the time, times 3, whatever the utilities are, times 3. They started out at around 5 1/4, and they reduced it 4 times down to 460. And I think it's for sale. That's another thing. I mean, a lot of agents will tell you that they sold a lot of homes. Okay, fine. Give me some specifics. Just because you sold a dozen homes over a 2 or 3 year period or something doesn't tell me anything. I want to know, all right, how long did it take to sell, and at what price it sold at, and what the starting asking price was. Right? Makes a big difference, okay? All right, next costly mistake. You're neglecting necessary repairs. Okay, well, this is how it's looked upon. A buyer comes in and he looks at things, even minor repairs, all right? It may seem insignificant to you, but it sends out a bad message, okay? And if it's like even a doorknob or a crack in the ceiling or something like that, the buyer is thinking to themselves, well, they didn't do that, so what else didn't they do around here, Or what are we going to find out later, stuff like that. Look, it will save you money, and it will make you money, tremendous money. if you just take care of these little things in advance. Look, when I go out to interview people for the first time, I give them one of these. Look how thick this thing is, okay? This thing is loaded with cost-saving tips. Why? Because we're a billion-dollar organization. That's why. We've done the research. We've gone around the block 1,000 times. We know exactly what it takes in order to get the most money for you. Like I said in an earlier video, it's a win-win situation. I win, you win, but only if we all are on the same page and we all play by the rules. I guarantee you, don't neglect. Even try to polish that place and make it look as immaculate as you possibly can. And I guarantee you, you're going to get the price that you're looking for. No doubts about it. All right. All right. Next big mistake. You're listening at the wrong time of the year. Well, you know, if you're in a area which has multiple seasons and stuff like that, you know as well as I do that spring and summer is the big time thing, okay? And I know houses, $1 million immaculate houses, okay, that sat and sat and sat for some of the other agents that I know because they listed them at the wrong time of the year, right? Say sometimes you don't have that kind of flexibility, but if you have that kind of flexibility, you want to shoot for, like, you know, February through May, definitely in the summertime, okay? The summertime, that's, you know, the high season for real estate, okay? So, you know, there you go, there you have it, you know. If you got that flexibility, shoot for that summertime listing date, and you can't go wrong, all right? Right, next mistake. Your home isn't depersonalized. Okay, well, what does that mean? Well, I'll tell you. When buyers come into your home, okay, they don't want to see, you know, a bunch of stuff, magnets and things on the refrigerator, pictures on the wall, and these sort of things. They want to project themselves in your house. Okay, it's kind of hard to do, you know. I know. It feels weird to pull all that stuff down, all the things that make your house a home, but it's one of the most tragic mistakes. Marketing, sale price, but depersonalization. You know, if the people can't actually see themselves there, you know, I go out of my way to. When I'm doing an open house, believe me, the whole thing I've got set up, it's just like a stage play, really, when you get down to it. And I take every aspect, even the psychology of this thing, I've got that down. And I go to extreme effort in order to try to make people feel like they're living there in the few minutes that they're walking around in that place. That's why I get top offers, okay? So, depersonalization, you know, take the pictures of, you know, your last cookout and stuff like that, and, you know, take them down, put them right back up when you move to your next place, and I'm more than happy to provide that for you too. So, all right, the next one. You haven't decluttered. All right, like we already discussed, you know, it's psychological aspects of buying a home, okay? You gotta feel right, okay? The sizzle sells the steak, okay? You want a buyer who comes in and feels comfortable, okay? And it distracts from the beauty of your home if there's too much furniture and things in there, and it relates to the home's past more than it does to its future, okay? The most important thing amongst all of these issues, I believe, may be this issue right here, okay? Decluttering your home. You want the people to get the feeling that they're living there, and they can visualize living there much easier when you take some of the excess stuff out of the place, stuff that you just like a couple of formidable pieces of furniture in each room, not a whole lot of stuff. For God's sakes, don't leave family pictures and stuff on a wall. That goes a long way, really does. You can take that stuff at the least case scenario, put it out in the garage, box it up, all right? 'Cause you could go be taking it out anyway, right? Or if you got a close family friend, or if you're planning on using a storage locker, put it in there. But the next item up on the list is going to be, or one of the next couple of items on the list is going to be involving staging and stuff. You would not believe what I spend in order to have professional staging companies come in on houses that are totally vacant, and they all have the same, the same aspect of what they're trying to achieve: elegance, taste, but not clutter. Okay. Next up, your home isn't staged to sell. Okay. A lot of times you have to spend a whole lot of money to do this. Matter of fact, what happens like over 90% of the time, you can do a lot with things that are already in the room. Okay, most people have good tastes. Okay, I mean, so the idea is to take and rearrange the room to showcase its highest potential. So in that way, let me tell you something. What you want to do, the goal to this thing is, you don't want people to have a passing interest. You don't want them to like your place. You want them to friggin' love your place. Okay? When last couple of houses I sold, the one before last was a lakefront property. This woman loved it. A couple of people absolutely loved it. It's all downhill from there. Okay, it's easy peasy, The way, like I said, if you don't feel that you're up to the task or whatever, I've used some staging companies that are par excellent. I mean, believe me, they're worth every penny. And there again, like I told before, with everybody on the first appointment. Okay, why? Tips like staging that will help you to showcase each room. Why? Because that's what builds the price, right? You want to get somebody who's enamored, who's absolutely in love with the place. I'll have already spent a considerable amount of money getting your select people instead of a couple million disinterested people. So anything that we can do to fine tune this thing, just put more cash in your pocket. Okay. Last on the list, your listing pictures aren't great. Yeah, well, I've collaborated with somebody in order to create this list, okay? And so, some of the ways that we've chosen to pose these stipulations and stuff. Okay, look, this is the deal, okay? I through my vast experience, okay, I was lucky enough to find the Leonardo da Vinci of home photography. Okay, this guy is he's done everything from outhouses to multi-million-dollar mansions and stuff like that. So chicken coops. I mean, he's done it all. So. The important thing is that there's a big difference between what you can do with one of these things and what he can do, and gentlemen like him. Okay. Why? Well, I'll tell you what. You want to take every possible, seize every possible advantage that there is in order to get the best price for your house. And by showcasing the house in its best light, and I mean the best light. Okay, open up the shades, pull open the shutters, turn on all the lights. Okay, there's no bigger turn off for a buyer than seeing a bunch of dark pictures and dark areas of the house. They want a positive, uplifting experience out of it, and that's what this does. Okay, you do this right, and you're gonna save yourself time. You're gonna save yourself money, and you're gonna save yourself the biggest item that I work on in order to try to alleviate, which is stress. Okay, get those out of the way, and we'll be marching to the bank, after we get to the closing table, So, hey, thank you for showing up today. This is Dennis Michael Walesky. You can find my phone number at the end here. Call me. Thanks again. Have a wonderful day. Bye now.